What's up, Bradley? What's up? Just fixing a couple things here. What's up, Edward? Ligma. So you guys popping in here now. What's up, everybody? Just wanted to kind of Jackson Twins. What's up, man? Just kind of wanted to get some sort of live going. I had a little bit of time today. Was busy today. I had a little bit of time. I was like, right now, of course. I'm like, why not go live? But at the same time, I also want to just relax a little bit. You guys know usually when I play Halo on my live streams, it's to relax a little bit. Shout out to OGR Sports in here, member gang, David AV. Of course, if you guys know OGR, go check him out. And I think it's pretty obvious why I needed to relax and why I need to play one of my favorite games of all time on here. But just as usual, as the title says, we could talk anything. We could really, if y'all want to, we can really get into Thursday night and stuff. We can get into everything, and we could get into the Marcus Golden trade. Speaking of which, I haven't really gotten to make a video on the Marcus Golden trade and whatnot, so there's all that. Wow, just walked through fire and faced some health things. Toast says we are the best team in the NFL to blow an amazing league. David, still out here with basically the thing that I said. I think we all hate Ingram right now. Oh man, where's the working Warhogs? Put my flashlight on. I think I have to go that way, guys. Let's see now. Water King Noname says, how is it going? You want to try some pranks to OGR or people you know? Well, I just want to say OGR is actually in the stream, so I'm not sure if it's smart to say if I want to try pranks to any of them. Oh, no, I'm definitely going to switch that out. Actually, no, I'll go back. I'll take the shotgun. And here are the working Warthogs, man. Let's get it, bros. Get in there. Gonna wait for some people to come in. Oh, shout out to OGR Sports for the $5 donation, man. Thank you so much. He says, what's my current thoughts on the Daniel Jones situation? All right. So, first of all, I don't even think it's a situation because he's still my guy, right? Like DJ, and I guess that would be my thoughts on it. I really think that DJ still deserves, all of our, patience, so to speak. I mean, last game, for example, and of course, I called the Eagles game with OGR. I was on his channel. I was also on there with Kid Blue and TSR. Go check all those guys' channels out. Daniel Jones had a fine game. In fact, Daniel Jones was the only reason we were in that game to begin with. And that's kind of been the story of him for, I want to say, the past 3 weeks. In the first 4 weeks, he was really on and off. He was costing us games. He was, costing us game-ending drives and whatnot as I drive over these grunts and jackals here and get them killed, bet. But he was okay last game, and so Daniel Jones really, we're on a team that's getting more injured every week as we go by, not just on the defensive end, but also on the offensive end. So I think that even gives us more reason to say, chill out on him, you know what I'm saying? So, oh no, I flipped over. That's my take on the Daniel Jones situation. No, I'm not supposed to ride. Get in there and drive. Drive. I can't get in there and drive. Am I about to have to... Okay, do I have to restart? I'm going to have to restart from last checkpoint. Okay, then. Nice. OGR says, I'm talking about him going out with a mask. Oh! So... Okay, so here's the thing. Wasn't that proven to be an old video? Was that not proven to be an old video from last year or something? I could be wrong, but I saw several people on Twitter saying that it could have been an old video. Also, Saquon riding a bike after just, 2 days after surgery. I mean, that would even put it more as that it could being an old video. So people saying it was not old. We have Edward saying it was debunked. We have Bradley saying it wasn't old. King Sean saying it wasn't old. All right, in that case, that changes things. I know that came out today. I believe it was Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. I want to say Darius Slayton. Don't quote me on that. Well then, my thoughts on that. What are they doing out, man? Listen, I might not agree with some of the protocols that are in right now because of the situation, and with restaurants, if you're gonna be out here and I don't know, have protocols and everything with restaurants, why are restaurants even open? But I'm not really gonna get into that, but damn, was the restaurant allowing them to have masks on? Either way, nobody cares. The NFL and the media is not gonna see it that way. Let me just flip that Warhog in case anybody wants to use that. They're not gonna see it that way. Was the NFL protocols on this? Austin Mack as well is what I'm saying. If the NFL protocols on it, is like, all right, fine, you guys could go out as long as the restaurant allows it, if that makes any sense. Like, for example, as long as the restaurant was like, yeah, it's fine, we could have people in here eating without the masks and whatnot, then I see no reason for any type of panic or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. But does anybody have information on that? Apparently, Benjamin Victor was also there. Okay. DJ was drinking with his girl, and I don't think it was Chllin. Okay, it was Mac, Benjamin Victor. He will get fined and sit out a quarter. I don't think he's going to sit out a quarter. That all depends how serious Joe Judge is on punishing him in that case. But, that does change things. Once again, it's like, for me, it stands with the NFL, right? If the NFL is saying, you're not even supposed to be out, you're not even supposed to go to restaurants that allow you to be there, then, yeah, he should rightfully get punished. If the NFL is all cool with it, then I'm like, all right, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Personally, I'm like, if the restaurant was fine with it, then I'm fine with it. Shout out to Cowboy X Factor John Doe. So, Mixed Sports says it was a bar in Manhattan. Oh, my God. DJ was in Manhattan? I'm like a train ride away from there, bro. I knew I should have went into the city the other day, man. I'm literally like a train ride away from Manhattan, bro. It's not even that far. Anyway, let's see. Cowboy X Factor says, "Hey, Hub, what game is this? Seems interesting to me. This is Halo 3. This is a 13-year-old game, and on PC, I just died. And on PC, it doesn't look that bad 13 years later. Saquon popping wheelies on his broken ACL. Yeah, I know. I saw that too. I'm like, I guess it was not an old video. I was just debunked by the chat here. What do you guys think about that? Because my take on it is, as long as protocols say that it's fine, and I'm talking specifically NFL protocols, I'm going to have to flip the Warthog again, then I'm fine with it. Hop back in, Marines. Where are you guys? Hop back in. Hop back in. Oh, my God. I'm getting destroyed. Let's see. It isn't against the rules to go out and eat. That's insane to me. Saquon can ride a bike like that. Listen, so for you guys, it's basically the same thing. If it isn't against the rules, then you're fine with it. Now, that was a very interesting question by OGR. OGR, but interesting to get your take if you're still in the chat anywhere, as I'm getting absolutely fired from all sides. I can't let my men die again. Not going to let my Marines die again. Bet. All right, bet. We took care of the bad guys over here. Let me get this guy. Bam. I don't know why he said, yeah, duck and cover against a running vehicle is going to be smart, but he did say that. I'm going to have to flip again. No? Okay, it's fine. Okay, bet. Let's see what the chat says. If it's true, Joe Judge will punish along with the league. If Joe Judge is going to punish, it's going to be what somebody said earlier. He's probably going to sit out a quarter or two. Nah, actually, no. If Joe Judge is going to punish, he's not going to sit out a quarter. That's going to be really stupid. That's going to feed into the narrative of Daniel Jones should be benched, because technically then he will be benched. So I hope that is not the case. If Joe Judge punishes him in any way for this, it better not be by benching him, because that would be stupid, in my opinion. That's just me. Bradley says, so happy Andrew Thomas was not there. Listen, Bradley, I even said it in my last reaction video, man. Andrew Thomas is not having a good, past 3 weeks. He's going to need to step his game up, man. Let's see. Shout out to Lander. Is that Arauzo? I've never seen you in here, man. Shout out to you. He said, light them up like Skechers, talking about the game. Edward says, Ryan Lewis, Dion Lewis, and Peppers deserves more blame for this Thursday. They all sold. So, I agree with you. The safety play and the cornerback play, secondary play in general, got terrible as the game went on in the fourth quarter there. We saw penalties. We saw a bunch of just miscommunication and then just straight up giving up big plays and whatnot. But here's the thing, Edward, and I know Edward knows this as well, because Edward's a pretty smart dude, so he wouldn't just say that out of nowhere. The defense was beyond gas. How gas do you get after being on the field for at the very least, I would say 20 minutes more than the other team, right? That's what I'm going to say. So that's why they don't really get too much blame from me. And we're not even talking about those plays if Ingram just makes the catch. Now, here's what I want to ask you guys. I didn't get a chance to make a video on this. The Marcus Golden trade, right? The Marcus Golden trade, what are your guys' thoughts on it? Like I said, I never got the chance to make a video on it. I was at work. I think it happened yesterday, right? Yeah, Friday. I found out Friday night I was at work. And the Marcus Golden trade, didn't even get to talk about it when I was on Entertainer Stream last night. So put your thoughts in there. Do you guys think we got a fair trade? The wheels are literally falling off on this Warhawk, so I'm going to hop into this one. Hopefully my Marines follow me. So one of them hopped out. One of them had the sense to hop out. I'm going to just wait for them to hop in here. And while they do that, I'm going to look at the chat. So Marcus Rowland trade is whatever for me. Edward says the trade is fine. Ligma says, oh, he's talking to John, though. Shout out to Pastor Ray Pittman in the house. He says Dwayne Haskins just got fined $50K for having his girlfriend over at his apartment. What? You're not even allowed to have your girl at your apartment anymore, bro? What is that? Hey, yo, I feel sorry for Dwayne Haskins, man. None could go right for this dude, as more and more of my men are over here. Let me, But Dwayne Haskins, $50K. You can't even have your people over at your own house? How did they find out? Is it like, was it like a Washington facility or something? Why is that legal? How is that legal? You could really be out here finding people for having, you know, loved ones over at their house. In that case, I already know some people are going to argue if Dwayne Haskins got fined for that, Daniel Jones should definitely get fined and or punished some type of way for this. So, I mean, and you know what? I can't blame you because can't let one slide and not let the other slide. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hop out here and try and destroy this generator. If this is a generator to destroy, is it? Oh, no. I'm going back. So, let's see. John Doe says, if DJ leaves his house to go get a beer, the NFL makes them wear a mask. We're in China. I'm not going to get into politics, but like I said, I don't agree with a lot of the protocols that they have in. I think it's a little too strong. David says, who do we even have at pass rusher? But the trade was fine. Ligma says, I think that's dumb. That's a dumb move. The linebacker position is really thin to begin with. Ligma, don't forget, we not only signed Trent Harris, we also signed Jabal Shurd, who I think it makes sense when I think back on it now. Maybe the Marcus Golden thing was being planned for a while because Jabal Shurd is somebody with very similar production to Golden, and I think he's going to fill in that. I think he's going to be the one to replace Golden immediately, and maybe that's why that signing was made. Harrison Jolly, shout out to him in the chat. He says, I could not care less about the trade. Ingram dropped it. I can't blame you for saying that. Edward says, John, though, it makes the league look and New York look bad. The NFL is too crazy, man. Haskins is straight up getting bullied. I agree. Bradley says, Hub, not to make any jokes, so happy to see the number of people in the streams growing. Big ups to you. Hey, thank you, man. I noticed it too. Thank you all for being in here, man. I think by myself, I usually don't do streams like that by myself a lot, but we have a good amount of people in here. Thank you to all of y'all. Let's see. Pastor Ray says the NFL is saying that if you break the protocol, they'll fine a team, suspend players, or even take away draft picks depending on how severe it is. That's crazy to me. The NFL is really taking this far, and I get it. I get the seriousness of it. Once again, I live in New York City, so for a short period of time, New York City was like on heavy lockdown, heavy quarantine, like you couldn't go anywhere because of how bad the situation was over here. It has eased up since then. It's slowly climbing back up, but I think NYC has it under control, you know what I'm saying? That is a little bit too much to me, what the NFL is doing. In my personal opinion, taking away draft picks depending on how severe it is and stuff. And once again, going back to that Haskins thing, they like you can't even have people at your house. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? John though says Golden was a great trade for someone anybody could have paid $8 million in free agency. Yeah, that's another reason I'm fine with the Golden trade. You look back at who wanted him in free agency, and it was literally nobody. So, and he wasn't even supposed to be on the team. You know, Golden just ended up being on the team sort of as a last-minute addition. So that's why it's kind of like we're not really losing anything when we trade him away, you know what I'm saying? Edward Chance says Leo to the 49ers and then 3 eye emojis. Leonard Williams is definitely somebody that we could trade. I would rather... I don't know how you guys feel about this. I would rather keep Leonard Williams on. I would love to keep him on for some type of moderate contract and somehow, some way trade Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, Leonard Williams is worth a lot more than Dalvin Tomlinson, but that's the reason why I kind of want to keep him because, like, I think Leonard Williams is a better player than Dalvin Tomlinson, and Dalvin Tomlinson is a super underrated player. Dalvin Tomlinson is one of the most underrated players in the league and definitely the most underrated Giant, but let's call a spade a spade. I think Leonard Williams is a better player, and he could offer more to us. If we end up trading him and keeping Tomlinson, I'm not against it because, like I said, Williams is definitely going to get you more capital back. I would just like to do the reverse, you know what I'm saying? Jackson says, let's see, I hope they don't take our first-round pick. Nah, they're not going to do that. Harrison says, if the Panthers offers us Samuel for Ingram, I would do it without even thinking. As in Deebo Samuel, right? No, not Deebo Samuel. Curtis Samuel. Yeah, I would go for it. Curtis Samuel would be like he's a good number two over there in my opinion. Um, David AV says keep Leo, trade Dolphin. Yeah, that's what I would want to do. Ligma, I think we will be fine. Didn't the Titans do something worse and did not get any harsh punishment? That's another good one right there. Yeah, yeah. The Titans they broke multiple rules back to back, and it was way more severe than this. And as far as I know, they didn't get any draft picks taken away. So at most, I think the players involved will probably get fined. I don't know how big of a fine it's gonna be. Once again, getting fined at all is kind of stupid to me, but it is what it is. G-Men 4-9. Kush, how's it going, bro? What's up, G-Men? I play this week in fantasy football. I'm going down like DJ. Nah, man. Depends what league you're playing me in. I'm doing pretty well in fantasy so far. Thomason has played the best out of our D-line. So far, yeah. Shout out to Sports Frantic in the chat, by the way. He's another sports YouTuber. I was doing a stream 2 weeks ago, and he rated my channel with a bunch of new subs. So I'm eternally grateful for that. It's the only time I ever got it rated on YouTube. So shout out to Sports Frantic for that. John Goodman, as in the actor John Goodman, in the chat. The Giants need to trade Daniel Jones for a 6th-round pick. Nah. Nah. Even if you're not a Daniel Jones fan, that has to be a troll comment, man. Leo does want more money. Pastor Ray says the league updated the protocol after the Titans did that. Of course they did. Why is it that the Giants get caught in these situations, man? Why can't we just not get caught in some type of weird situation, whether it's in game or out of game? John though says, did I see Dalvin bond down passes this week? Dalvin will be cheaper too. Dalvin will definitely be cheaper. Like I said, I'm not adverse to keeping him and trading Leo because once again, Leo will definitely get more back, and Dalvin's underrated. I still think that Leonard Williams is a better player than him. That's just where my opinion stands on it. Re-sign DeAndre Baker. Bradley, you're lucky that you have a wrench. Otherwise, I would have kicked you out just for saying that. Pastor Ray said they updated it about 10 days ago. So, does anybody have new information on what exactly the new protocol is for the NFL? I still think we're going to get off pretty easily, in my opinion. I think we're going to be fine. And once again, it's like they were just eating at a restaurant, right? It's not like they were out here in a big group. But then again, a restaurant can be considered a big group, I guess. Damn. I really hope nothing bad comes out of it. And I mean, the reason I brought up the do I have to shoot this? What do I have to do? I forgot. I haven't played this game in so long. Yes, I did. And that should go down, right? No, it should not, apparently. Do I have to interact with it? Or do I just have to... Okay, I just have to shoot at it until it exploded. It's literally been years since I've played this game, man. Once again, it's like I'm about to say 17, a 13-year-old game. It's like very old. The reason I brought up Marcus Golden is who else are we going to trade? And the chat brought it up a little bit with the Dalvin Thompson and Leo conversation. Those two are definitely up for grabs. Other players as well, I would love to see Evan Ingram gone. And there has been rumors... You know what I'm saying? There has been rumors that teams such as the 49ers and Saints have been looking in, and even Patriots, I think, have been looking in. Wow, why did my guys jump off? Bro, we could have, we did make the jump. Hop back in. These Marines, bro, this AI for these Marines. I be questioning them sometimes. Let's see what the chat has said since I last checked. Will Hernandez is the best guard in run blocking, by the way. Shout out to Edward. He's very active in my Discord, and he did post I'm not sure if it was PFF or some other websites, run blocking grades on guards in the league. Somehow, some way, Will Hernandez is at the top of that list. Quentin Nelson right behind him at number 2. So he's been having a better season than I thought he was having. I personally still think he could do better based off of what we saw his rookie year. But that's really good on Will Hernandez's part. Let's see. John Doe says, if we draft another quarterback, can we trade Barkley for picks and move DJ to running back? It's funny. Daniel Jones in the past 2 weeks and for the entire season has led our team in rushing. Yeah, we haven't seen the running back comparisons kind of like we've seen with Lamar Jackson and stuff. I find that surprising. Bradley says, I feel like if Baker is innocent, he should be re-signed, but Joe Judge better punch him in the nose for 60 minutes. Literally. Listen, if by some miracle DeAndre Baker is actually innocent, I feel like that bridge is burned no matter what happens. You think about it from his perspective, you would look at it as, oh, my team gave up on me, my coach didn't believe in me, I don't even know this coach, my GM gave up on me that drafted me just last year. Like, you would feel scorned. And then from the team's point of view, you're just kind of like, damn, the team probably already thinks the bridge is burned, or the team is just like, wow, do we even want him back? We could use the help, but I don't even know if he's innocent. Even then, for some reason, I'm like, I don't know if I would want him back. That's just me. Yeah, let's do it. If the Pats want him, like I said, I saw a tweet. It was just a rumor. If the Pats want him, then I'm all for it, man. I would send him to the Pats. Give me, who do they have that's of value? They would probably give us like a pick, but of value right now, offensively, I can't think of anybody. Obviously they're not gonna give up Cam Newton. They got like zero receivers unless you guys want to take a chance on N'Keal Harry. Um, Running back, I mean, do we want Sony Michel? I don't even know. Like, our running back core is, we don't even know what it is right now yet. I would trade him to Pats for a pick. I'll say that. Play Among Us. Sincerely, all of your subscribers. It's funny you mentioned that. After I end the stream, I'm actually going to play with a couple of friends. It's one of my friends' birthday, and maybe I'll stream Among Us. Maybe I'll hop on with them. We'll be on a Discord call. If they're comfortable with the call being shared, I would share the sound from that call because it does get very funny, and I would share the screen of Among Us if you guys are down for that. It's funny. It's really funny you mentioned that. That's exactly what I'm doing after the stream, actually. Ligma says, Hub, I want to trade Saquon. Doesn't have to be this season, but I want Wayne Gallman to start in the future. Ligma, I can't tell if you're trolling because Wayne Gallman had literally one good game in his entire 4-year career. On the first half, though, not a lot, but a good amount of people are now on the is Saquon Barkley tradable? Train of thought, is Saquon Barkley, should we trade him? Which I'm not giving up on him yet, but I can see why people have given up on him. You could really put the label of injury prone on him. You could really say that he's not what he was supposed to be in terms, health-wise and production-wise. You could make the best argument, which is he straight up just doesn't fit the team anymore, which is kind of sad. But nah, I'm going to say nah to that. Wayne Gallman had one good game, man. David A.V. says, the Pats gave a second for Sanu. Can we get at least a third? Yeah, man, I would love a third. Let's see. Ligma is on high-quality meth, bro. Fumbles, Gallman. Yvette, shout out to Yvette in the chat. He says, so I looked at Baker's Twitter, and one of his tweets is, you can find me wherever the money's at. I guess he wasn't lying. I mean, there you go, man. He's a lock-up corner, not a lockdown one. I'm mad on trees right now. I've never heard mad on trees. I've just heard of I'm on trees, but it is what it is. Water Queen Anonymous says, after I end stream, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down to share it. I'm down to share my screen of Among Us, and I'll be fine with that. It would be really fun and funny if I could get my friends to agree, like, yeah, they're fine with having their voices on YouTube. If they don't, though, it's going to be just me narrating it as usual. Jody Plaza says, what you think of Golden Trade? Oh, what's up, Joe? We talked about it earlier. I'm fine with it. He wasn't even supposed to be on the team to begin with this year. We have Jabal Shurd, who I think is going to step in right, for Golden. And it's just a signal that we are open for business to trading our players. And you know what? I would have liked something more than a 6th-round pick, but nobody wanted this guy in free agency anyway, so maybe that's the best we were going to get. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hub, I've played 3 varsity sports, and I still don't have a girl. I'm down for anything. Bradley. Yeah, this man Bradley is an absolute athlete, man. He said it several times. This guy is Bradley. I'll be surprised if you don't get like some type of scholarship off your athleticism, man. You're very talented, man. Jackson Twin says the Giants made Wayne Gallman the highest paid running back. If they do that, I'm seriously questioning my Giants fandom. Shout out to Kyle Cruz. And for now, I'm gonna hop back into the game for a couple minutes here. My Marines have not hopped into my Warthog for some reason. I'm not sure why. I hope they're following me at least. I do remember there is space to like drive around in this part. Oh, we got like a... Is it a cinema? Oh, look at all that destruction. Oh, I see why. Oh, I low-key kind of doom my Marines because they don't know how to climb, I think. I don't think they know how to climb. I'm going to have to like climb back up this thing. I was not supposed to... Oh, no. Okay, there has to be some way to get back up. There is some way to get back up. So that is clearly not the way. That is clearly not the way. But where is the way? Do you know the way, Marine? You don't know the way. I'm gonna find the way real quick, and then I'm gonna get back to the chat. Like I see the marker over there. Damn, I really just jumped off the bridge for no reason, huh? Oh, there's a ladder over here. I hope these Marines know how to follow me, otherwise they're gonna be like, oh no, where did the main character go? Damn. Alright, am I really on my own? Okay, no, I see some Marines up there. Alright, bro. Let me just get these dudes. They're in a bubble shield, which is unfortunate, but I'm just gonna hit you. Oh no, I'm getting fired on from multiple sides. Got him. You're not gonna throw a grenade at my Marines. And alright, we're gonna push a little bit. Get these grunts that are coming down from their area. Get this dude. The chat, I will get back to you very soon. Currently just in a firefight. Alright. I can pause there. Let's see what the chat has said since then. I trapped a fly in my Gatorade, but I'm about to torture. Yo, somebody get a vet some help, bro, and somebody free that fly. Let's see. I should play some NHL. I don't even watch the NHL like that, so that would be an experience. Me hopping in, playing an NHL game without even knowing anything about the NHL, except for the fact that I'm a Rangers fan. I rock the Rangers because, you know, of course, NYC pride. But I guess you could label me as a bandwagoner because I will only cheer them on if they're doing good. I'll hop on a random Rangers game if they're in the playoffs or something. I'll be like, yeah, go Rangers. That's about it. John though says Gallman runs harder than he does fast. If Barkley is traded, we'll need a new running back. I don't know if Freeman is it. Not a first rounder this time though. I don't if Barkley is somehow traded, Freeman is not it. Freeman is definitely a this year option. If we're gonna get into the hypothetical world and kind of honestly the sad world because Saquon's my favorite player, that Saquon is traded, then the replacement running back is either gonna be Wayne Gallman or a committee. There's not gonna be a replacement running back. Bradley says I have a lot of hammy tightness, messes me up so much, and colleges literally aren't interested because of it. My family was always athletic, and I've been in sports since I was like 5. I can't go to showcases because of it. I know that I won't get anything out of it. Hey, man, never stop trying, man. You talking about 3 varsity sports right now, bro. I'm just going to say never stop trying. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe an opportunity pops up somewhere. Always have a backup, though, I guess is what I would say. Kyle Cruz says, what team do I realistically think will get Ingram if he drops the ball like he dropped it in the Eagles game? Like I said, the rumored teams were the 49ers, Pats, and Saints. There's maybe another one in there. Saints and Pats would be more not only interested but desperate because they would definitely be trying to make a strong playoff run. I would say I would want him to go to Saints. I feel like we could get a lot more back from the Saints, not only in terms of, you know, draft picks but players as well. I would love for him to get traded to the Saints. Waterkin Anonymous says the narration is me, but what I'm saying the thoughts to myself. I know, man. John Doe says, for all the losses, fans should blame Barkley more than DJ. If they were rational, at least DJ is still playing and Barkley was just as high as a pick. It's neither of their fault, though. We just suck all around. The fan base right now is not in a good spot. I think we could all agree that the fan base isn't exactly in the best of spots right now. You know what I'm saying? But I do get what you're saying. Barkley should take some heat because he can never stay healthy. Like you see it in other sports, players do take heat for that. We should trade Freeman for a 5th-round pick to the Patriots. I don't even know if he's worth a 5th-round pick. Toe says, I watch the NHL sometimes just for the fights. I do know the NHL, probably the more violent of like the 3 or 4 major sports out there. Bills as well were in the room. Who can we get from the Bills? I would love to get somebody in the secondary from the Bills. I'll tell you that. Ooh. What about Micah Hyde? I don't think that's equivalent. I think the Bills would be losing out. I would love to get somebody from the defense on the Bills. Obviously, we're not going to get anybody on their offense. I think that's a given, but... Ooh, the Bills. That's another team kind of like the Saints that I would love to trade Ingram to, man. Straight up. What's my favorite thing from Sibyl's? Oh, it's a tie between Pine Tart and Black Eye. For those of you that don't know, Bradley is also a fellow Caribbean man. He knows what Sibyl's is. It's a Caribbean bake shop, pastry shop. Two of my favorite pastries to get from there is Black Eye or Black Eye. It's a round pastry filled with this like I don't even know what the filling is made of, but it's made of black-eyed peas, but it tastes sweet. Don't ask me how they do it. It's some type of black magic, but I love that. And then there's pine tart. It's literally pine tart because I'm from Guyana, and I'm pretty sure Sibyl's is Guyana-based, like Guyanese-based. We used to be ruled by England, just like America was, funnily enough. And so tarts is one thing we definitely took from them, and this one is made out of, the filling is pine-based. Also kind of sweet. Yeah, those are my two favorite things from there. Jackson Twin says, "Would I rather trade Evan Ingram for Curtis Samuel?" I think you asked that already, Jackson, or somebody else did, and I said yes. Gotta give Ingram to the Bills just for torture. I think he'll succeed on the Bills. If we give him to the Bills, then I think the Bills are gonna actually get a lot of good things out of that. Shout out to Joe Judge in the chat, the coach. Joe Judge, why aren't you making your game plan for the Bucks, bro? That's a tough team. You should be making your game plan for that. And shout out to Joseph Balby. Joe Judge says, read an article that said Gettleman might be fired mid-season. I mean, I don't think anybody is surprised by that. Real quick, I'm gonna hop back in. I don't think anybody is surprised by the fact that Gettleman might be fired. Hey, no, don't kill my guy. Thank you. Oh, he's going to be dead anyway. Oh, no, I'm out of ammo. Let me... Oh, damn, bro. Throw a grenade over there. Gonna need to get close because this is a shoddy. Alright, but I'm going to need to switch... Oh, wow, my Marine just died. I'm gonna die soon, too, if I don't kill this guy right here. Yellow armor. God, why do they both have, like, super explosive weapons? He put up a bubble shield. Of course he put up a bubble shield. Yo, how do you... I'm out of bullets. Oh, that's what two? Alright, oh, hold up. I'm going to need to just... Okay, I'm gonna have to... What am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to think a bit better here. Going around this. Oh, we got Marines up there. They helping me. Take this. Oh, I took that one. Oh, I just need one hit and I'm dead, bro. Oh, I bet I got him. Where's the other one? Is he still alive? Gonna kill you right here. That should have killed him, bet. Ooh. What's up, Marine? I am worried. I was worried for myself. I'm gonna take this turret and then I'm gonna detach it and we're gonna roll out with a turret. This is what we doing now. Oh my god, I should have left it attached because there's a dropship and it would have been smart to leave it attached. Alright, let me see what happened with the chat since then. Ligman says, what am I playing? This is Halo 3, man. Halo 3, one of my favorite games of all time, man. Halo in general is my favorite game series of all time. The first ever video game I played was the very first Halo, Halo Combat Evolved, which is actually a 19-year-old game. It came out in 2001. Obviously, I didn't play it then. I was like 1 year old in 2001. I played it in like 2006, 2007, which is funny because that's the time Halo 3 came out. But Halo was like my exposure to a lot of things, just Western culture and just media related in general. It introduced me to a lot of just good music. Halo has a lot of classical music based type stuff. It was one of my inspirations for going into studying music formally. I currently have like 8+ years of formal music training, whether it's in singing. I'm very good at viola. I'm okay at cello. At one point, I was even doing like my cultural drums. So I have 8 years plus of formal music, and the reason I even went into it was because of Halo. A lot of my interests, like now, when it comes to movies, books, and stuff like that, it's coming from Halo, sci-fi, and stuff like that. Like the game means a lot to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Cruz says, "Yeah, I hate it when you trade a player that you know is bad on your team, but when traded becomes good." I fully believe that if we that if we trade Ingram to any team, for some reason I feel like he's just gonna be better. I feel like that's just the Giants' luck, and maybe that's just Evan Ingram's master plan, bro. Maybe he just wants to get out of here and then be good somewhere else. Bradley says one of the reasons I love Matt Peart is because he's Caribbean and he's also a New Yorker. Once I heard that interview, he was talking about the chopped cheese. I know that man was legit, bro. Me too, bro. Once I heard this man talk about the chopped cheese on his first interview as a Giant, I was sold. Matt Peart needs to start on a serious note, by the way. I think we could all in this chat right here, we could all agree that Matt Peart needs to start as soon as possible. Ligma says, get an iPhone. What am I doing? What I'm doing is I'm probably going to be getting a Pixel, one of the new Pixels, right? Mostly because, I could actually get an iPhone, so I can't even say budget is a thing anymore. I could definitely save up and get an iPhone, but I want to stick within the Android ecosystem because I'm also a computer scientist. That's what I'm studying in school, and it's a lot easier to make apps for Android stuff and make games for Android, phones and whatnot than it is for iPhones and just Mac stuff in general. It's way easier, and honestly advise that you do it on an Android because it's just the open source of it. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Bobby says, Joe Judge, how was the kindergarten class? Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that. Joe Judge has like one of those degrees in teaching, man. John Doe says, what would I do if they extended Gettleman's contract? Extend Gettleman's contract? What is Gettleman's contract right now? I think you mean keep him, right? As much as I want to keep Gettleman, I'm not even extending him past anything that he already is. I want to keep him for continuity's sake, but whenever his contract is up, it's like, all right, bro, your contract is up. That's it. That's with me. You know what I'm saying? Water King Anonymous says, I'm glad you guys are here. What the hub actually thinks, bruh. Please don't tell me I'm going to have to read it. This man is like, okay, then. Water King, I'm actually a little bit confused by what you just said. I ain't going to lie to you. But you definitely hear what I'm thinking when I'm playing this game, though. I'll tell you that. Pixels are great. The camera is so good. That's another reason I'm getting a Pixel. The camera and the software. Not only is it directly, the Google stock Android, which I personally is my favorite software system to use on a phone, and also, once again, relating back to ComSci, is the easiest to work with, but the cameras. Y'all gonna get, if I get that Pixel, quality-wise, video quality-wise, a lot better skits, and I'll be able to make, in my opinion, in my estimation, I'll be able to make skits at a much easier pace than I am with this phone right here, which has been like freezing up and absolutely impossible to work with for the past couple of months. And the camera quality is trash on that as well. You know what I'm saying? Jackson Twin says, I found this rumor that Carlos Dunlap can be trading in the could be traded at the trade deadline. Maybe the Giants can get him. Why would we get a Carlos Dunlap? Isn't he not a defensive tackle? I think we're pretty good at defensive tackles right now. Let me just get... Wow, they're dropping off a lot of brutes. Oh, my health is already down. I'm going to need to take a little bit of cover here. Come on. Die. Jesus Christ. Are you a tank? Oh, yeah, I'm going to die. I have no type of cover over here. And I'm like literally a sitting duck with this gigantic... How am I not dead? I'm not complaining. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm complaining now. Who shot that? Who shot that? It came from over here, but like my radar is empty. Well, I just pointed the gun over here and it turned red. I don't know who shot that, but somebody shot. Oh, okay. Die. Don't kill my Marines, bro. Don't kill my Marines. Yo, survive. I can't fire it because then it would kill them. Hey, they actually managed to kill him. I'm surprised by that. Good job. And there's more. There's more. Oh, and they tossed a flashbang, which does not help me out at all. Oh, wow. I am running blind. I died. Second death of the stream. That was the second death of the stream. They really just straight up grenaded me out of existence, huh? Kyle Cruz says, what kind of name is the Washington football team? I agree. It is no name. That's what it is. I just, can I please do a stereotype called the Bradley about the Andrew Thomas fanboy? I could probably do it. Water King says, I'm basically saying that I don't want to read the comments and play at the same time. Nah, actually, I wish there was a way if I could take you guys' comments and overlay it on my screen so I could play and read. Because what I'm doing is I have to pause and then read. I don't want to do that. I want to wait for me to have them up at the same time. I really gotta get a dual monitor set up, yo. Straight up. Um, I'm going to my friend's tomorrow because it's his birthday, and he was like gonna give me one of his old monitors. I'm probably gonna try and get a dual monitor setup involved here. Is gonna make things so much easier when it comes to streaming, especially with gaming streams, not just these random Halo ones, but the weekly Madden ones. It's gonna be a lot easier for me to read comments and do Madden at the same time when I get that second monitor. That's gonna, ooh, it's gonna optimize things so much. Just chef's kiss, man. I can't wait to get that set up, man. John Doe says breaking Giants fan Giants fired Dave Gellman and hired James Dolan. Yo, straight up, if the Giants somehow, someway get involved with James Dolan, I'm done being a Giants fan, bro. I'd rather be a Knicks fan. And I am a Knicks fan, but I mean to say I'd rather be just a Knicks fan than rather a Knicks and a Giants fan. If we somehow get involved with James Dolan, nah, fam. Nah. That's not it, Chief. Yo, shout out to Abed in the chat, bro. Abed, by the way, guys, let's get some happy birthdays in here. Today is Abed's birthday. Not only that, he's the friend I was talking about that I was gonna go over to tomorrow. Abed is an up-and-coming music maker. His first mixtape dropped today actually, midnight today. That was back at 12 a.m. Check it out. It's called Growing Pains. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, all the stuff. I bet I don't even have the link right now to drop, but guys, go check them out. It's a really good mixtape. It's not a mixtape in the sense that it's that stereotypical ones that you see in memes and stuff. A lot of work was put into it. Low key, I was sort of had a little bit of input on it, but not even that much. It's more so a bet, and you guys know Farhan who bees on the channel and stuff. Go check it out, man. Jackson Twin says the Giants always want to get bad GMs. Now, of course, the one we're hearing a lot about is Nick Caserio or Nick Cassiero. Casero or Nick Cassio, like Casio watches. I know nothing about him. I don't know anything about any GM candidates. I don't even know how to scout GM candidates or judge GM candidates. That's a weird thing to me. So I can't even really say anything on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Nick Cassiero is with the Patriots. Where did I die? I guess this is like way before I died. I'm just gonna go back over here. Gonna help my guys take care of him. He should be dead. And then I'm going to wait for this to come in. This was the second batch. I can zoom in and just fire and try and kill these dudes as they're dropping. Can I do that? Are they not? I'm out of ammo already. I'm going to need to switch for something random on the ground here. A carbine. Carbine is low-key one of my favorite guns. But just because I said that, I'm not going to be able to use it properly in this situation. Oh, nah. These jetpacks are really going to kill. I can't see at all. This is how I died last time. And I died again. I hate those flashbangs so much. Those flashbangs could honestly go and just... Where was that from? Who has that? Who just has a random, like, rocket launcher, plasma-based rocket launcher? Yo, you're going to die today, bro. Come over here. I wish I had a jetpack. You dead. Bet. Now I gotta do this. Yeah. There's no point in using this. There's no point in using this guy. Oh my god. I have a plasma pistol out of all guns. Is there any better gun? Alright, I got an assault rifle, but where are they? I'm gonna need cover to just regain my senses. Can I get a... Oh no, it's a flashbang. I'm just gonna sit. Whenever I move, it doesn't go right. This is yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me see what I missed. Let me go through here. See what I missed. Ben says, bro, I hope the Giants don't try to be like the Lions. Another fake Patriots. We beat them. Just be Giants. I agree with you. I hope that the Giants... Actually, I hope that the Giants beat the Giants in the sense that they don't copy anybody else. But I also hope that whoever they hire after Gelman, if Gelman is gone, most likely Gelman is gone, whoever they hire, let him be from the outside. We really need some outside dude. Right now, I think one of the major problems with the front office and management in general is that there's nobody that thinks differently. And I think right now there's a bunch of yes men when it comes to the owners. You know what I'm saying? So I would love for somebody from the outside to come in that's not afraid to say no to John Mara and or Steve Tisch. Now that's hard no matter what, because they're your bosses. But I think that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Cruz says, I hope my Texans get Eric Bieniemy as coach. Eric Bieniemy was he was one of those head coaching candidates for the Giants as well. I know a lot of people in the mainstream media was angry that we gave it to Judge over him. Eric Bieniemy is a really good offensive coordinator for Kansas City right now. What's the Cowboys thinking of Mike McCarthy right about now? I want Cowboy X Factor to put his answer to that in the chat right now, because he asks, do I think the Giants trading Marcus Golden means they are quitting on the season to win the NFC East? Low key, yeah, I think it's a sign that they're basically saying they're open for business because the trade deadline is like a week away. What is it, a week, 2 weeks away? I think, yeah, they're basically, I don't want to say they're calling it a season, but I think they sort of know where they're heading now. They know that they're going to be heading towards not a playoff, but towards not the lead in the NFC East. You know what I mean? It's basically them saying, yeah, we're open for business. John Lowe says, before Gelman gets fired, he should sign Gano to a 5-year extension, be his clutchest move ever. I'll say this, I don't know why we haven't, extended Gano yet. I know a lot of people have said it's, well, because we thought Algic Rosas was a sure thing back in 2018. Then he had a bad 2019, and then of course he got cut because he was drunk driving. But I mean, Graham Gano has been in the league for years and years. I don't think we're really gonna have any type of those problems with that. You know what I'm saying? He's a family guy as well. He's a veteran, so I don't see why we haven't extended Gano on the real. Shout out to Calvin in the chat, a Cardinals fan. Calvin says, COVID, I get it, but I don't get why the NFL pounces on any team before the facts are known. Could be wrong, but feel the NFL and their media heads are way too quick coming to conclusions just for a story. And I agree with you, Calvin. I really do agree with you. Not only are the NFL and their media heads way too quick to jump on something, I wouldn't say for a story. I think they're being they're overzealous and they want to avoid a controversy. That's why they're trying to come down as harsh as possible. But their policies are also just way out of line, in my opinion. Their policies really be making no sense. These COVID policies, to be specific. Is this guy not dead yet? Okay, now he's dead. Which means now you're coming in. Oh, my God. All right. Okay, so I think I killed all of them on that side because, okay, no, I was wrong. Staying back there is basically being a sitting duck, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back over here. A low-key might get my Marines killed, but it's better than dying right away. Oh, no. I died right away. What's the strategy here, man? What is even the strategy here? I don't think I can stick with this. It's just not a fast weapon. You know what I'm saying? Is he not dead? It's just not a fast enough weapon to look how slow these shots are. This fusion cannon is just not it, man. Let me just get rid of that. It doesn't even, okay, it does fire there. All right, then. I'm really out here wielding a plasma pistol out of all the weapons that I could wield right now. I can't even. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of assault rifles right here, actually. So, all right. I'm going to try and sneak around. It's probably not a smart idea, but better than none. Oh, he sees me. This is not a good thing. Where are you? I can't see you when you jump up and fly, Mr. Alien. Can you not do that? All right, bam, I got him. So that's one down. Tons to go. All right, that's two down. My Marines are I'm really sacrificing my Marines out here, huh? Did I get him? I can't see because of the flashbang, and I almost got killed by a tank. All right, so that's 3 down. So this strategy is working. Unfortunately, I think all my Marines are dead. I'd honestly be surprised if they are alive. Somehow, some way, a couple of them are alive. Gonna need to back off so my shields can regenerate. Why isn't this one dying? Somehow, some way, we passed that. I'm not gonna question it. We succeeded. Now the hard part is this is a wraith right here, and this is literally a tank. Can I get behind it? No, no, no. It noticed me. Why did you notice me? Why did you notice me? Okay, I could plant a grenade. Oh no, I died before I could plant the grenade. I hopped on, I latched on, but I died before I could plant the grenade. Where's the checkpoint? Okay, the checkpoint was here. Die, bro. How are you not dead? Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna use this to destroy the wraith. Eat just straight up power. I bet. We good. We good. This is a way better checkpoint than last time. Alright. We passed it. Somehow, someway we passed it. Alright. Ooh. Cowboy X Factor says, to answer your question, John Doe, Cowboys fans want Jason Garrett and Kyle Richards back. So yeah, my team has not lived up to expectations as people always hype them, but they disappoint me every time. Hey man, the Cowboys are currently 2-5, right? 2-5, or is it 3-4? No, they're 2-5 because they were 1-5 and then they beat the Giants. They were 2-5. Yeah, Cowboys are low key a disappointment every year. Cowboy X Factor. I don't even know what's harder right now, being a Cowboys fan or being a Giants fan. I don't know, man. Ti says, football schmootball. Man, I miss Halo. Shout out to Ti, bro. Not a Halo fan in chat, I guess. I feel you, Cowboy X Factor. It sucks to lose. If you're the guy who streams Cowboys games and Madden, you have a really cool channel. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I drop in for the good commentary, lol. Hey, shout out to Cowboy X Factor. I did not even know that. He's been a great sub and support of mine for a while. Did not know that. I'm gonna go check out your channel a couple times, Cowboy X Factor. That's my bad on never knowing that you did that. So I mean, unless there's really any other questions, I'm gonna just hop back into the gameplay real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna hop back in. Probably gonna go do this for 8 more minutes, but it is a live stream Q&A. So pop in any questions you want to ask, and I'll be looking at the chat until then. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue walking here. Okay, there's an invisible barrier. See my Marines going over here. I know we gotta push through this way, but I'm like very uncomfortable going. Okay, I see some brutes over there. I don't see any sniper jackals, which would usually be up in the post. Alright, okay. Okay, I'm gonna throw a grenade onto him. Alright, that completely missed, but I got him on his back. Now we're gonna go up, and I'm going to try and take them out from my perch if I can. Bam, I took one out. There's the Warhog. I heard that we were gonna get... Oh no, I'm going to die. Yo, Warhog, get over here. Let me hop in. Okay, they're like, nah, straight up. Bet. Alright, I'm just gonna hop into this contraption here. I forgot what the name of this is. It is a chopper. Very fitting name, considering that this thing literally looks like it would chop you alive if you were to get in its way. It's very, very slow, though, and the firepower is... And I died. The firepower is trash. Straight up. Now we really can't win until McKinney comes back. Yo, listen, when McKinney comes back, before I was super excited for it, because I'm like, this defense is going to take a step up. McKinney is going to come back, or is at least projected to come back after the trade deadline. If we trade away a lot of players, like if we sell a lot at the deadline, which is a possibility, I think the strongest possibility is that we do nothing. But if, say, that we sell a lot at the deadline, our defense is way better than our offense. So a lot of the pieces that will be up for sale would be on the defensive end. And then now my excitement for McKinney coming back kind of lowers because I'm like, damn, he's probably just going to have a really rough rookie season, you know, not being involved in that great of a defense anymore. But I'm still nevertheless want to see what the guy has to offer to the team. Let's see. Bobby Jones says, do I think we could make Joe Judge our new GM? Nope. I hope not. I hope that Joe Judge after this year stays the head coach 100%, but I hope he stays the head coach and the head coach only. Let the GM be another job, because it is another job handled by another person. There's only a very few handful of people in the NFL that have been both, and then out of that handful, it's an even smaller handful that have been successful. And I could literally name just one comes to mind, Bill Belichick. I can't name anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I have another question, and I corrected you on the Cowboys record. Okay, bet. I think I got to the question. Yvette says, I really want to see him play. Are you talking about Halo? Yvette? Oh, no, you're talking about McKinney. My bad. I assumed it was me. Let's see. McKinney is literally Jamal Adams, just smaller. Jamal Adams is, I think, better in coverage than McKinney is, but I would love to have, if we drafted Xavier McKinney in the second round and we're getting a Jamal Adams or potentially something better than Jamal Adams, then I'll be super happy with that, man. Bradley Ray says, Giants must get a wideout this draft in the first 3 rounds. Here's my plan for the draft as of today. And I don't like talking about it, but it's something that's going to come up more and more as the season goes on because the trend of the Giants right now. My plan is get a pass rusher in free agency because the draft class for pass rushers is very weak. There's like one guy in Rousseau, and even then, not only is he a 4-3 guy, but he's very raw and nobody's really sure about him. He's not like these pass rushers that have come out in the past 3 years that are sure things that are like, you know for a fact they're going to be great and have great careers in Chase Young, Nick Bosa, and then the year before Bosa was Bradley Chubb. Rousseau is not like that. He's like a step below those guys, right? So I'm going to go for a pass rusher in free agency. Then in the draft, the next big thing is wide receiver. I would target wide receiver. I would try to trade down first because right now we're projected to have a top 5 pick. I would definitely try to trade down first. And if we trade down, Jamar Chase is still there, by all means take him. If he's not there, then take a Jalen Waddle. Or if we trade down, we get multiple picks. My biggest need after wide receiver is second middle linebacker. So those are the first 2 things we definitely have to get in the first 3 rounds for me. It would be wide receiver, second middle linebacker, then I don't know, maybe second cornerback, or maybe, what am I thinking? Maybe a center if Gates doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would do it, but that's just me. Let's see. I'll withhold any comparisons or judgments until McKinney finishes the year. Yeah, you know what? Good choice of words there, T.I. I'd say the same. Let's see. He just wants to see McKinney just knock someone out. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Mark Ingram, I don't really care. You're talking about when McKinney comes back, you want him to see knock out one of those? Because, well, we won't be, oh yeah, we will be peeling Kareem Hunt. He is on the Browns now. Yo, if McKinney comes back and he plays in the Browns game, can you imagine if he just absolutely lays out Odell? That would be hilarious to me. That would be absolutely hilarious to me. Let's see. At least that's what I'd look for in the first 3 rounds. Inside linebacker, offensive line, wide receiver. Yeah, those are basically the things I listed as well. Debo says, Waddle broke his ankle today. Oh, well, Jesus Christ, would you look at that? That's what I get for not watching college football. One of the guys I was just talking about got injured today. Damn. That's really going to affect his draft stock for sure. Hopefully it's like probably the first injury of his career. I have no idea. Otherwise, you don't want to face that injury-prone title, you know what I'm saying? Let's see here now. No, New York, they'll probably blow it. I'm so positive. I hope that we don't blow it, but I can't even say because we don't even know who the GM is going to be. Like, if the GM is still Gettleman, then I think we're going to go with the positions that I just said. If it's not Gettleman, it's honestly a wild card because we don't know who he's keeping on his team, you know what I'm saying? Which is another reason I'm like, we're probably not even going to sell that many players at the deadline because, like, let's say Gettleman is gone, right? Why would ownership allow him to sell a bunch of players right now? If the new GM comes in and he's like, nah, I actually like those players. I would have kept them. Like, we have no idea what the stance is going to be come draft time. It's like way too many variables to consider, you know what I'm saying? Yvette says he wants Penny Sewell. Penny Sewell is getting a lot of hype. Man's getting super duper hype as, you know, one of the best offensive tackles in like the last 10 years. I'm withholding judgment until I see him in the NFL because the past 4 that came out of this draft was supposed to be that. And then who came out in 2019? I can't remember. Was it Jonah Williams that came out in 2019? I think that was also supposed to be like the best offensive lineman ever. Like every year, there's an offensive lineman that gets that title for some reason. I don't want Michael Thomas. I know Michael Thomas is amazing. I personally don't want him. I just don't like the guy. That's straight up it. Let's see. Shout out to Jaden Dawkins in the chat. Sabrina is the first major injury of Waddle's career, by the way, as far as I know. So hopefully doesn't impact him too much. My issue with hiring a new GM is they probably go inside, but I think the Giants fans want them guy from the outside. I personally want a guy from the outside. I don't know about other Giants fans, but I personally want a guy from the outside. Jaden Dawkins says, I want a wide receiver, number 2 cornerback, linebacker, pass rush, and we win games 100. I don't know if we're going to win games, but those are definitely our biggest holes. You know what I'm saying? Our biggest holes on the teams is exactly what he just listed. Number 1 wide receiver, number 1 pass rusher. I would say the entirety of the offensive line is still a hole, but let's wait until the end of the season to see exactly where the offensive line still needs to improve, right? But then other than those 2 number 1s I just listed, number 2 corner, number 2 middle linebacker. And then after that, one big hole that everybody's forgetting is depth. This team has been decimated by injuries this year, and personally I think we've substituted players pretty well. But we could have substituted players better than what we've done this year. We were missing a lot of depth, for example, in the secondary. Even though we were completely stocked in terms of quantity, stacked in terms of quantity in the secondary, ended up being one of our weaker positions. Outside linebacker, not really much depth there. Middle line, literally all over the defense except for the defensive line needs depth. And of course, you could say the same for the wide receiving core. So not only do we need a number 1 wide receiver, we just need depth at that wide receiver as well. So don't forget about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Michael Thomas complains too much. He hasn't played since week 1. He got locked up by Carlton Davis, who does hold my respect still. Toast says, I want a good Giants team. Simple. So do I, and I could be completely wrong, which is why I'm like, I don't even know what it would take to make a good Giants team. You know what I'm saying? Joe Judge says, I think ownership learned not to hire from the inside. I would hope so, Joe Judge, and I would hope you have some sort of say in who the new GM is. You know what I'm saying? Bradley Ray says, Giants get Jamar Chase. I'm getting a jersey for sure. I still have yet to get a jersey of a current Giants player, and this year I was going to get myself a Saquon jersey. Then he got injured, and you know what? I don't want you guys to get mad, but now I'm a lot more concerned about getting a Saquon jersey because of the fact, because I don't even know what the dude's future with the team is, and I'd be really bummed out if I drop like $120 on a Saquon jersey, and then all of a sudden dude's not on the team anymore. I'm not saying I expect that to happen, but we're all really unsure of his fate with the Giants right now. You know what I'm saying? I have yet to have a jersey of a Giants player with a current player on it. I only got 2. My Eli one, the blue Reebok, and my Jeremy Shockey one, the alternate red from back in the day. We should sign Godwin. Is Godwin gonna be a free agent? That's the question. Is he gonna be a free agent? Should we trade Kyler Fackrell since he's on a 1-year deal? Anybody's up for grabs, to be honest with you. So if there's a good offer for him, why not? Shout out to Tangay TV. He just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. If there's a good offer for Kyler Fackrell, then yeah, trade him. I want to say keep him just because let him play out the 1 year, and he's been honestly our best pass rusher. But if there's a good offer, yeah, sure, take him, man. If I'm getting a 4th-round pick for Kyler Fackrell, give him up. I won't give him up for a 6th, though. I think he's definitely worth more than a 6th, arguably more than a 5th. I'll say that. T.I. said understandable. Vet says I respect the option. Jaden Dawson says, Per at left tackle, Thomas at right tackle, problem solved. Whatever the case is, just have them both on the field at the same time and I'm going to be happy. I don't care if Thomas is at right tackle anymore. Just have him and Peart out there and we're good. I honestly think that fixes a lot of our problems. I really do. I think the offensive line would gel better. We saw it in the Dallas game, although it was reversed. Thomas was still at left tackle. Peart came in as the right tackle in place for Fleming. In Dallas, that offensive line did well when that was the lineup there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get a defensive jersey. You know what? That's a good idea. Defensive jersey. I would get... If there's a Dexter Lawrence jersey, I wouldn't mind getting a Dexter Lawrence jersey. I definitely wouldn't mind getting a James Bradbury jersey. I definitely wouldn't mind getting a Blake Martinez jersey. The thing is, I like Saquon a lot, bro. Like, I love Saquon. He's my favorite player. So that's why I really want to get his. You know what I'm saying? These guys, I love these guys too, but, not on the same level. But also, they're arguably their fates and their futures are unsure as well. You know what I'm saying? But Dexter Lawrence, that's a good idea. I might get a Dexter Lawrence jersey as well because he might stay on the team long term out of everybody that I just listed. So that's a good idea. Um, yeah, Jaden, anybody could get traded. What do I think about the whole bar situation? NMM Gaming says I talked about it earlier. All depends on what the protocols were. I do think that the NFL protocols are a bit harsh and a bit stupid. They're going a bit overboard. If the restaurant said it was fine, then it should be fine with everybody, and they should not get punished. That's my take on it. Worthwhile tight ends in this draft? He's saying next year's draft. So I don't know if you mean the upcoming one. If you're talking about the upcoming one, yeah, the people are talking about this guy Pat Fryermuth. People are talking about Kyle Pitts, who was graded as like the best offensive player in college football just last week. There's a lot of good tight ends, but I wouldn't take them in the first 3 rounds. First 3 rounds, dedicate to something else. At this point, with the Giants being so bad, I don't understand why Fleming can even still be in there. Get Pert on the dang field. I agree, and I was surprised he didn't start against the Eagles. I'm gonna be surprised if he doesn't start against the Bucks. That's what I gotta say about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be it for this stream, guys. I'm going to have to end it off right here. It's getting a bit later. Thank you all for popping in. I was honestly surprised I got so many people in here on such short notice. Like, I randomly started the stream, you know what I'm saying, and I got a good amount of people in here. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. This made me really happy to see everybody in here. We had a nice convo. Got a good amount of Halo done. Thank you all for tuning in, man. Shout out to T.I. in the chat. Shout out to Sabrina in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in, and she's actually filling us in on the NFL rules. It seems like it is possible to lose a draft pick. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm praying that doesn't happen because the Titans didn't lose a draft pick, and they certainly did worse than us. I know that they adjusted the rules after the Titans, but it wouldn't be fair, you know what I'm saying? But thank you all for tuning in, man. Why do I only stream for an hour, Debo? Because, like I said, I literally had just random free time, and now I got to go do some more work, you know what I'm saying? I'm a busy dude, Debo, but I'm glad that you say that, because it shows that you want me to stream more. I do appreciate that. Thank you all for tuning in, though. I'm going to have to be out. Now I just got to switch back over to Streamlabs here